FinTech and winner of the Startup of the Year Awards in the International Business Awards. And I've got here Stacey Body with me, the CEO, who will tell you all about Aventur. And before, I just wanted to remind you all, please don't forget to fill out your feedback form on the scanned mobile app. Thank you very much. I hand over to you.
Thank you.
The right button. Just ask the IT team.
Failed at the first hurdle. Good evening. My name is Stacey Body. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Aventur. I've got 25 years experience running financial services businesses and exited for 2 years ago. Having worked in that industry for such a long time, I realised how outdated it is in the retail financial services space. Aventur's here to solve the problems both for businesses and their clients. So we're building a complete financial ecosystem enabling businesses to collect data, for investors to collect data on all assets that they have, and our back office processes that we already have in place make us 10 times more efficient than the traditional financial advisor who are disjointed systems. So as Suzanne mentioned, we were Startup of the Year in the International Business Awards last year. We are B Corp certified for addressing the issues around financial well-being and access to financial services. We've completed the first phase of our growth strategy, which has given strong proof of concept. We are revenue generating, so we started, this is our third year trading, so last year was our second year. We turned over nearly $1 million. Currently, we invest 150 million of client money, and we're about to complete on the further 65 million of acquisitions in April this year. And our pipeline, surprisingly, there's an appetite for this, is 744 million of businesses that we are already in conversation with who want to join us because of the efficiencies that we bring. So, as I mentioned, financial services is very, very underinvested in any kind of technology. It's expensive. The segregated systems require rekeying of information across multiple platforms, which is very, very expensive, and those costs are then passed on to the clients. That's why financial advisors are so expensive. And it's no wonder that investment has not been, has been made, because 62% of the marketplace is due to retire very, very soon. And of those new businesses coming in, the regulatory burden is so high, 300 of them fail within the first year, and 3,000 fail within the first 5 years. So this is a really condensing market. And because of this issue, 60% of financial advisors are turning business away, which is madness. The problem is huge, and we've got 5.5 trillion of money moving from parents to kids over the coming years, but only 10% of financial advisors are confident that they're going to retain it. The next generation don't want paperwork. They want technology solutions. They want an application in their hand that gives them the information and then enables them to make a decision. And that's exactly what we do. We gather data from multiple third parties, allow you to see everything in one place. We then use machine learning to identify planning needs within that around tax, financial planning, pensions, ISAs, whatever. And then we have a full integrated solution and the back end going from automated onboarding right way through to custodian platforms and state-of-the-art investment solutions. So as you'll see, the third-party data leads bring everything from funds, stocks, bonds, anything that you might have, crypto in there, property prices, mortgages, open banking. This is really open finance waiting for it to happen. The personal dashboard will allow people to, as I say, see everything in one place. That we then have sophisticated planning tools, which are allowing people to identify problems within their portfolios. I've already mentioned the integrated back office that's 10 times more efficient than a traditional advisory firm. Our investment strategy and platform is again state of the art. We are completely independent of any one provider. There are lots of larger firms out there who are restricted, only offering one platform. We are completely independent, so we will be able to drive down costs for our clients and seek out the best investments should we require. So as I mentioned, we had a three-phase strategy. This was basically, first of all, to fix the industry. The industry, as I said, no investment in technology. So we built the team, who are awesome. We've got the end-to-end technology, which is proving itself with the acquisition strategy. And the IFA acquisition strategy, as soon as we started it, exploded. The need is huge. And the IFAs that we're looking at, independent financial advisors, as I say, there's 62% of them looking to leave. They don't have the technology, and they're looking for three distinct things. They want to sell their clients to a business that is independent, that is going to continue to give the same level of advice that their clients are used to. They want to be able to look their clients in the eye and know that they are offering something better. So they want independence, they want a better solution, and they don't want something that is backed by private equity and they don't know where the clients are going to end up in the next 5 years or so. We finished that stage and it's been hugely successful. Our next stage was now to fix a solution for the people. Giving people a solution that enables them to see everything in a single place and using the machine learning to identify planning needs that either they can act on themselves on an execution-only basis, or through one of our financial advisors. We do have financial advisors, unfortunately. We have 10 of them. Or, which we're beginning to launch, is our hybrid solution. Use the technology, use the planning, but if you still need help, there's someone on the end of the phone to call upon as and when you need it. That's much cheaper than going to a traditional financial advisor and face-to-face visits. And then, as I mentioned, the self-custodian platform. There are players out there in this market, your eToros and the Hargreaves Lansdown. We're able to offer that at a fraction of the cost of Hargreaves Lansdown, but with, importantly, planning tools around it to enable people and support people in making their financial decisions. Next part is our scale, bringing in the AI and machine learning to scan that data. It is an open ecosystem. We're already talking to partners who want to build technology on the platform to add value to our clients even further. We have a VC in Berlin who invested in us last year, who is looking at launching us across Germany, Italy and France in 2025. Australia is a natural market for us because the FCA handbook is pretty much a carbon copy out there, and I've already started conversations with Southeast Asia and Taiwan. Give you this picture. The team's already in place. This is just a leadership team. There's actually a team of 25 people. Our CTO is highly experienced, built hedge fund systems for Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan over in New York. Tim is an investment guru, ran his own hedge fund. Claire is one of the most experienced and highly qualified financial advisors in the UK. Fred, sitting in the front row, has run multi-billion dollar IT projects across the Middle East. My lonely self, as I say, 30 years running financial services businesses. And Tom, my business partner, he also is a client-facing financial advisor, but has worked in the back office, so really understands the compliance, the operational side of what we do. So as I mentioned, we've got 150 million under management at the moment. We have a clear path to far exceed that, the funds under management target of 300 million by the end of this year. Then our technology is launched to the public, and then we look to scale through. We just convert, as soon as we start to launch our marketing strategy on the acquisition side, we can expect, billions under management, and we've got the technology and the infrastructure to run that quite efficiently. So we're currently raising 1.5 million. We've got $500,000 of that already committed on 13.8 valuation. We are knowledge-intensive EIS with advanced insurance, and we're looking for the money to complete the next phase of our technology, to pack out our marketing strategy so we can launch to the public and grow our team to bring our tech development in-house, which is currently being sent abroad, which will actually be a huge cost saving. Thank you very much. Look forward to any questions.
Thank you very much, Stacey. Thank you, Fred, for joining the Q&A session. So now, first question for the Aventur team. Yes, please, Henry.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
People have been trying to build e-wallets in this country and in Europe for years. Just so people have a question, you must share e-wallet multiples in Asia to give these people some idea of what you're talking about here. Because no one in this country or in Europe has a clue.
Yeah. Because we're still playing in the financial advisory space, our multiples are, where we're working at the moment, are relatively tame. We work on 8% funds under management. However, other players in this space, as soon as you begin to develop the end-to-end technology where you don't need human interaction, which is the next phase that we're coming through, you're then looking sort of 22 to 29 times multiple. I'm being told it's higher. Yeah, so the potential here for scale. What I haven't mentioned yet is we're also talking.
Well, it's Alibaba, right? Let's be honest. 15 years, 10 years ago.
Yeah, basically. But we've got other consolidators in this market who are acquiring businesses but don't have the technology to actually consolidate the businesses into a platform. We solve their problems. We license elements of modules of the technology to other financial advisors. So there's a huge load of scope, and obviously the amount of data that we're collecting for people is immense.
Yes, Mario, please.
Thank you.
Thanks. This is really competitive. How do you work with or compare to someone like a Focus Financial from the US, if you know them, also consolidators of wealth management, small wealth management firms?
Yeah, well, we're not a million miles away but doing that in the UK. The difference that we're bringing is we're bringing a direct-to-client solution using machine learning. So we're kind of bridging this, the kind of, I hate the expression because they're not robots or they don't provide advice, but robo-advice that you would have from the boys at Nutmeg, for example, and then the traditional IFA consolidator model. So we're really targeting that intergenerational play, the huge amount of wealth that's moving. The next generation, as I mentioned, will not want financial advice. It'll be disappearing within 10 to 15 years. We've got a way of capturing that by serving the parents at the moment and also providing a high-tech solution for the kids.
And so the 744 you talked about,
Yeah.
That's from acquiring clients from these IFAs?
Exactly right. So,
not acquiring the IFAs themselves?
Actually, bit of both. So we're either acquiring the business in some circumstances. Most of them are actually just asset purchases. And the fascinating thing is we started down the route of dealing with the 62% of people that are leaving the industry. What we're actually finding is you've got a lot of people who have acquired or inherited businesses from their parents or bought, traditional IFA firms, but they're in their 40s. They realise the regulatory burden, the administration burden, and how far out of date the industry is. And actually a lot of the funds under management there are from those kind of firms who actually want to come and join us to be part of the future of the industry.
Right, and maybe just a hand to Fred.
Sorry, Fred.
Should I do the next question?
Yes, you can, if you want to say, because you've got this one, it was 1 trillion, or what the experience you've got, and maybe to add.
Of the advert. Yeah, well, I think in terms of the market opportunity for this is huge in terms of the amount of IFAs in the marketplace. I think we're about 25,000 in the market at the moment in the UK, and generating, I think, about 2.6 billion in revenues or something. So there's a huge scope for change in this market and some disruption, and that just really hasn't happened as yet. And in a way that the industry has no incentive to, because it has quite a very good structure in a sense. But consumers are changing and they'll want something else. I don't want to see a financial advisor, I'd rather sort of do things on an app or so we have a few good changes here.
Thank you very much, both of you.
Well, I've got a few
Can we just get one more question in? You missed out last time.
One more?
There's about 3
Yes.
hours, I think.
Yes. We can have time for one more. Yes, please.
No.
Consumer duty, the regulation of consumer duty, will that drive all of the archaic wealth managers to move?
Music to my ears. Yeah, we're perfectly positioned for that, and the consumer duty is terrifying the industry. With us, we're able to, because a lot of our margin actually comes from the custodian platform we have, so we can actually make revenue without giving advice, just by holding the money, which actually means that we can provide much better value advice, and it's putting pressure on those outdated business models in the industry that are finding us so attractive.
Thank you very much for.
Thank you very much.
Sorry.